And we're back on the Mana Symbol channel, and we've got Classic Jund in 2021. So not completely Classic Jund, but pretty much exactly what you'd expect to see if you said the name Jund in the modern format. So this is a black, green, and red deck that's focused on early disruption, powerful mid-range threats, and just getting your opponent good and dead. The most important new releases in this deck are Wrenn and Six, Kroxa, Titan of Death's Hunger, and Seasoned Pyromancer. So we've got a little bit more of a focus on red than the deck used to have. Additionally, we've got a little bit more of tricky mana to navigate here. We need double red and double black potentially on turn 3, so that's interesting, as well as having a lot of green requirements on 2, and of course the Bloodbraid on 4. So we're probably more vulnerable to Blood Moon than this deck would have been classically, but the deck also would have always been a little soft to Blood Moon. It looks like the basic count has not changed. 1 forest, 1 mountain, and 2 swamps is pretty standard. We've got 1 Raging Ravine. It looks like we're playing 0 Cycle lands, but we are playing a single Nurturing Peatland. Not a huge fan of that. I do like having a Cycle land in here somewhere, but I do respect the fact that Nurturing Peatland is a dual land for the purposes of making sure our colors are stable. So what we're looking to do is just take away our opponent's important cards out of their hand with Inquisition or Thoughtseize, land early threats. Liliana the Veil also helps us grind our opponent out. Liliana plus Wrenn and Six is a fabulous combo to get into play, because essentially our opponent has to discard a card per turn and we don't. While Wrenn and Six ticks upwards ever closer to their doom, Bloodbraid Elf can flip into a ton of powerful cards in this archetype. So just in generally great shape to bully any aggressive low to the ground deck, and potentially we have the closing power and disruption to beat a lot of combo decks. So big mana as far as our main deck goes is the biggest problem for this archetype. Things like Titan and Tron have been classically the most difficult things for Jund to deal with. Our sideboard does not look like we're particularly well set up to battle that. Fulminator Mage, I think, is a little bit slow against Tron. Ashiok is certainly not particularly good, but I guess we'll see in a bit. So we're going to Modern League here and see what's going on. I'm surprised I haven't seen Pithing Needles in modern sideboards for a while. Yeah, I don't know exactly what to attribute that to. It does feel like for a lot of matchups, even though you can have hand disruption into Pithing Needle to make sure that you're hitting something that is in their hand, I guess it's too difficult to control what's coming off the top. You knew I liked fringe playable decks, but Jund, I know. We're really going deep. Mana Geyser. Mana Geyser? Is that like Energizer? What the hell is that, Roy? Benbot 9003. I think that was the PogChamp Bible Thump, Roy. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to type SR. My fingers just did that. So if our Bloodstained Mire goes for Overgrown Tomb, we'll be nicely set up against... Ooh, they're on Urian. Oh, they're on Niv Mizzet. Oh, that's a bingo. All right. I think I'm taking Teferi here because it stops my cascade off of Bloodbraid Elf. They have infinite... This is a terrible matchup for Jund, by the way. If anyone's curious about our odds in this game, incredibly long. But if their mana doesn't work out, that's where we can end up winning. We'll see. They didn't have any fixing in their initial hand. They didn't have a Wrenn and Six, so they did keep a pretty sketchy hand. Now we're going to see an Abundant Growth or a Sprawl off the top. Of course it's a Sprawl. Well, their hand doesn't actually give them anything great to do with this turn 2 Sprawl. I would imagine we see this go on red. Are you trying to say there are nothing but terrible matchups for Jund, friend? Because that's just not true. Or are we just crapping on Jund all day long? Is that our role today? Crapping on Jund. I like Jund. Stop being mad at Jund, everyone. Jund is a beautiful snowflake in the modern format. And like all beautiful snowflakes, it needs you to be very nice. Jund just needs a little gentle touch. Just dunking on Jund isn't a choice. It's an obligation. I feel that. I feel that. Fair enough. So we get to go Maelstrom Pulse on their Sprawl into Bloodbraid Elf here. I could play the Seasoned Pyro, but I think cutting them off the red is really valuable here. Like, they could just be stranded now, based on what we've seen out of their hand. And then we just Bloodbraid next turn. Secret is the Junderdome wasn't made for Jund to dunk, but to be dunked on. Got it. So I want to get double red. We also want to set up for Kroxa. So I could get a mountain here. I think I will, because eventually sometimes Niv Mizzet can pivot into a very aggressive line where they start killing you with a bunch of helixes to the dome. They've got infinite removal for this, so this is more just gonna be a way to start working through all their removal here. We'll see what they choose to do about this. Is that a Togepi on fire? I don't think that's Togepi, but it does look kind of close. They're gonna K-Calm my Bloodbraid? No, they're gonna Kaya's Guile my Tarmogoyf. Yeah. You beat Jund with Infect and Bogles. Well, I feel like Bogles is a reasonable matchup. Most of the Bogles decks now are playing that card, Dryad Arbor, which is able to hose the Liliana, and the Liliana is really the only threat, I think. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think Bogles is a particularly bad matchup at all. Has a bad matchup against Jund. Well, so Infect is definitely tricky in terms of a matchup against Jund. I don't think it's particularly good or particularly bad. I would also like to express my fondness for that particular beer, I suppose is what I'm saying. Your money's on Jund, really? Well, I don't know if I'd necessarily back Jund against Bogles. I think that's pretty close. I would back Jund against Infect, for sure. That's definitely a tricky one. They've got K-Calm live here. Oof. That's a Paddlin. Oh man, that's tilt. I mean, Leyline's just a bad card. Like, every time that Bogles decides to run Leyline in their main deck, they're choosing to run a bad card in a deck that already is super high variance. This thing and this thing. So they're down the K-Com, they're down the... They still have the Helix? Good lord. Alright. The draws off our Pyromancer were not useful. Perhaps in death he will do more work. Alright. I think I have to attack their Teferi here with both creatures, and the reason I'm saying that is I'm fairly certain they have... Jeez. I'm fairly certain they have removal for at least one of my creatures here, so... and killing this Teferi is very important, especially if I top deck a Bloodbraid Elf. That is a fun fact, Last God. That is a fun fact. Not a Kaya's Guile. Oh! Can I win this game anymore? I don't think so. Pyromancer. Alright, maybe. Holy shit. Oh, that was... I mean, it feels good to lose the Nim Visit, but... It feels bad to lose like that. Fuck. Mm-hmm. What did they put in their hand? Wrenn and Six and Nahiri only? No life gain, huh? Okay. Okay. Super not good enough, but... Yabba dabba do. I like edicting you. Teferi's still just way too much hurt. We tried. We tried. The matchup is terrible. It's not... Yeah, they grind amazingly better. The chance we had was in the early game when their mana was kind of stumbly, and they drew what they needed out of it. They had just enough of everything, and they top decked just what they needed. But it's fine. It's exactly what happens. I am a big fan of that Team Sin, but the thing is you need to respect the fact that lots of people are trying to do that. But Modern is basically the best place to do it. You just have to also understand that, like, you can make a very, very good deck that can beat some of the top archetypes 80% of the time, but you'll lose to the field at large. And that's fine. That's okay. That's a fun place to be. So we don't know that... Do they still have that Lightning Helix in their hand? Holy crap. I guess they haven't... Alright. That's too much for me. That's too many blank draws. Just flooded out like insanity. There was more. There were more! Ah! Alright. Ashiok's good-ish. Fulminators are fine. I think that's probably it. I don't think I want to play Boil. Take out the pushes. Take out a Liliana? No, Liliana's good in a lot of sort of grindy situations. Maybe just one of the K-coms. Yeah, that seems good. I guess it's good with Fulminator Mage, but whatever. Yeah. The best way to become a tier 3 specialist who wins a lot is play your deck a ridiculous amount. Because you do get some advantage against a lot of players who don't know your deck in and out because it's weird. And if you do know every matchup in and out, you can maximize your win rate, even in the terrible matchups. Okay, so we don't have a fetch land with this hand. But I've got discard into Tarmogoyf into Hope. I think otherwise this hand is pretty freaking good. All right, they got a kind of sketchy one. We just need ours to pan out better than theirs does. Well, it's not working yet. Say a little prayer for me, chat. Otherwise, this is going to be over real quick. Why? Why do you do this to me, Niv Mizzet? I've been so good to you. They can't play to ferry off the lands they've put into play? Oof, that's a terrible draw. I would have a great suggestion for you, Team Senso, called Sonic Pyro, but unfortunately, due to the recent loss of Simian Spirit Guide, that deck is no longer alive. They have Kaya's Guile here. Blech. Fuck. All right. We're just not winning that. It's fine. I understand that I wasn't out of that game, but we were not winning that game. I know Niv Mizzet well enough. I'm not winning that game there. We're done. I don't feel like playing game one again, but in a much worse position. Yeah, I know, Muppet. I know I kept a kind of risky hand. I was hoping I would draw a land or, like, if I drew a black source or a fetch land, we were off to the races, so... There's good versions of Martyr Proc that were popular about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, with the Speaker of the Heavens. Will you get your opponent if they play aggro, Roy? They're not winning that match. Not aggro, like burn. Yeah, Ice 9 has very, very good sort of stacks style decks. There's also Enduring Ideal, which occasionally shows up in like 32nd to 16th place in challenges. There's like 2 people who play it like religiously, and they frequently do pretty well. I'm gonna mulligan this just because we have no turn 1 or 2 play in Modern. This hand is fantastic. I will keep this. I'm gonna go ahead and just go risky and pitch one of my lands and assume I'm not gonna get discarded. They don't have Aluris, so it's less likely than usual. Oh, great. We found Dredge again. Wonderbar. Looks like Dredge is back on the menu, boys. I don't think I'm beating Dredge with this hand, but maybe they'll have a really crappy draw. Nope. So what's the cost on Enduring Ideal? 4 white, white, white? I think that's right. No Cathartic? What are you thinking, sir? What? Holy crap. I'm not saying there's a chance. Might be a chance. Yeah, I'm talking about Enduring Ideal, the one that gets played in Modern. Outside of Cheerios. It's not the combo piece in Cheerios. Alright. I'm going Pyro here. Pretty sure I'm discarding Liliana. I'm 100% sure I'm discarding Liliana. So we're discarding Liliana. And the other Pyro? So next turn, I'm going to... Well, I want the extra token. Next time I'm going to Bloodbraid. No, maybe we hold on to it. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense. Perfect. I mean, not perfect, but something. Perfect curve, value trade, good sequencing, dying to opponent no matter what. Exactly. When we played against Nib Mizzet, we would have killed for a curve like this. We couldn't find it. Now we're playing against Dredge. Doesn't matter what we do, we're fucked. What am I gonna do? Kill that? I'm screwed. What happens if I don't kill that? Also screwed. Hopefully Bloodbraid flips another Liliana. I guess I could be so lucky. Yeah. Well, I've got a bolt, so like if we could find a Kroxa and just like go upstairs a couple times, we could be okay. Come on, give me the good stuff. Wrenn and Six? Fuck. I knew there was a reason I should have ticked up my Wrenn and Six already. Nope. Just always lost value. Never lucky. How's the Junding going? It's going all right. Not so good. I mean, we 3-2'd our first league with Zoomer Jund, and then what's the difference between the two? Luris versus Classic Jund. So we 3-2'd with Luris Jund. Yeah, I can't recommend that channel, but I don't actually know that much about it other than I never feel comfortable saying the name of it. So I can't imagine that I would be a fan of it. Just oof. That's some branding. All right, so if I ult Wrenn and Six next turn, I get 2 bolts out of it. So all we gotta do is dodge more creeping. Man, how many creeping chills? We've only been creeping chilled twice. Fuck. Why am I so dead? All right. Fuck. Why would I even play a discard spell against Jund? Why am I so stupid? These are the real questions. All right, I have to bolt the Narcomoeba to stop them from knocking down my Wrenn and Six, which means the only option for me to play this turn is bolt Narcomoeba, play Liliana, edict them, and hope they can't get speedy blood. We're not ulting this Wrenn and Six. I should have just pinged down the Narcomoeba this turn. I just didn't think enough steps in advance. I'll hold on to this bolt just in case. We'll pitch Liliana and the Blackcleave and see where we end up. Huh? All right. All right. Oh, great. They flipped another Creeping Chill. At end step, they get to dredge more. They found the 4th Creeping Chill? Awesome. Love that. Nice, clean concession. All right. Spell bombs, Ashiok, and Plague Boy. I love some Plague-oo. Plague Boy. All right. I think I can cut Thoughtseize because I don't want this much discard. And then K-Com's generally going to be too slow, I think. Kind of like Maelstrom Pulse because sometimes their wide board gets beat up by it. Just pushes. I don't know how broken flat out Modern Horizons 2 is going to be. But then again, Hogak is such a ludicrous mistake of a card to look at. You're just like, how did they not see it? That it's possible that Modern gets broken in half again. I would like to see the Wish cycle in Modern. That'd be fun. All right. Planeswalker with Flash, but without the ability to activate its abilities on other people's turns. I am so tilted about Astrolabe. I love that card so much. I can't believe it's been banned in every goddamn format. It's so frustrating. Oh. Astrolabe was the best cantrip in Modern. Don't at me. They don't have a second land? This makes it super tempting to take the Shriekhorn. God, it's so tempting. All right. Made my bed. It was not the best cantrip in Legacy, period. But it was the best mana fixing in Legacy. And that's a very different format because of Wasteland. Yeah, nothing compares to Brainstorm. And it's not even as good as Ponder. It was the third best cantrip in Legacy, though, and that's saying something. Again, I'm not saying your opinion is wrong, but I have my opinion, and we didn't cut lilies. Were we supposed to? I cut one. At least one. I cut one. I cut a lily. Was I supposed to cut them en masse? I mean, I'm just going to discard the Seasoned Pyro. I mean, obviously, there are more that I could draw into that wouldn't be great, but I don't. Yeah, that's. I mean, yes. So yeah, Oko definitely changes the math on how good those cards are, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I don't think Astrolabe needed to be banned right away when they banned Oko. I would have liked to see what Legacy looked like with only Astrolabe, because I think it would have been a lot worse. Cut them all versus Dredge. You don't want to be plussing her versus Dredge. That's fair. I just didn't see other cards that I was more excited to keep, so I didn't. Yeah, you can't flashback Astrolabe with the Dreadhorde. So I mean, my argument against anyone who says that it was the best cantrip in Legacy is just look at this. Look at how prolific each of those cards are. How many decks were playing Brainstorm and Ponder? All the blue decks. How many were playing Astrolabe? Some, but not all. They have Stinkweed. I'm going to set up the Spellbomb. Plus, I have Plague Engineer. Wisconsin. It's not that nobody wants to give it up. They just want it to be the Brainstorm format. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it seems to be reasonably balanced as the Brainstorm format. I think non-blue decks have gained in market share a bunch of times. They scooped to that? Wow. Okay. So what you were saying about cutting the Liliana's, friend? If we're going to cut the Liliana's, what the hell do I want? I guess. Well, so now I'm on the draw, so maybe we want more Thoughtseizes back in. One. Yeah, I would like one decent blue cantrip. That would be great. Cobrew? Really? I guess. It's too slow on the draw, though. Even on the play, it's not great. And I still have one more slot open. At least Kogru has text sometimes? Sure, that's fair. I'm not saying it's better than the Liliana's, but I'm saying, like, I don't know. Hmm. Thanks for the follow, Boran517. One brutality won't hurt? Yeah, that's fine. I accept that. K-Com's a lot slower. They keep their 7? Yikes. Alright, we need some hate. Yeah, alright. It's scary, but, like, it's got legs. Knows how to use them. Roybert! Oh! Three for one? No, 4 for one. Yeah. Yeah, we can't win that. Jeez, that's so frustrating. Ugh. That's really annoying. I was looking at the Deglamer and the whatever it's called in the sideboard, and I was like, what the hell would I need those for against Dredge? Time to swap for lanterns. Yeah. They play less than 4 Leyline? I haven't seen Leyline in a Dredge sideboard in a long time, unless it was Leyline of the Void. I haven't seen Jen playing Leyline in a while, but it is an option. Oh, modern. Oh, modern. That's insane, Freed. Hand sucks keep. I think we're at hand sucks keep. Ah, mill again. Maybe we'll beat them like we did in the last league. Oh. Okay. It's better skull. Opponent says, and to think you thought I was playing mill, lol. I wonder if they were in my chat. Maybe they can read minds. Yeah. I mean, Oboro is the only... Sorry, Mill is the only deck in Modern that normally plays Oboro, but, I mean, it's an option for everyone. It's an untapped blue source. So I would really like them not to have Force of Negation. Should have played one of my black fetches. Also, should have played one of the ones that they knew about. Oh well. Yeah, my life total could easily end up mattering. I'm on 8 cards in hand? Yikes. Woof. Means they're likely on Toski? Really? What do you base that on? Oh, the castle? We can't ever beat a castle. What makes you say that? I think we can fairly easily beat a castle. What we can't beat here is Force of Negation. Woo! Yeah, Toski makes sense with the castle. Alrighty. So in theory, that could put me off being able to get a Kroxa back. I've got plenty of access to green. I just pick up the Overgrown Tomb again if I want to. Sure. I've got 9 cards in hand. Okay. Nope. I got you covered, friend. I got you covered. Well, shit. Alright, good cards are good, I suppose. Although one good turn deserves another. Oh, yeah. Yeah, rather than deploying Wrenn and Six plus Liliana this turn, let's just make sure the coast is clear for this play, and then... Generally, people have their Discord link in the panels below the stream. That's probably just a really smart thing. What the gorgeous? Oh, I love that. What the hell is this? What is that? That's awesome. Wow. All right. Okay. Probably taking Shark Typhoon here. I guess it's not dangerous yet, so we can take the snap. Yeah, because Nyambi bounces all sorts of crap. So we'll do that, and then I want to be able to set up for green, and I want to edict them. Foil only? Boo. Old Valentine's Secret Lairs. Oh, of course. Yeah, it wasn't in the Fairy Secret Lair for sure. Not the original one, at least. I like the Judge Vendilion Click too. Something about that background is like super clean. Although I don't generally love Yes Rising, but it's a fine one. So they got Nyambi, Click, and the Shark Typhoon. The Click. Click Vendilion. Let's draw some gasoline right now. That'd be great. Bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Sure. Turned your fairies into pickles. Michael, I turned I turned them into pickles. The fairies are pickles now. What do you think? What do you think? It's pretty neat, huh? Pretty cool. Turn the fairy into a pickle. You know? It's like wow. It's a pickle. Alright, not attacking with my illusion is their flash creature, because they could play Nyambi and then attack down my Liliana. Sure. Nyambi for no value. Feels good, man. Now it's a Vendilion Click. All the 5 primordials. What are the primordials again? Oh, you mean the things from Ravnica? She can discard a legendary to draw 2? Holy crap. Yeah, you're right. I don't know what those cards are. They sound like commander cards, are they? Or are they just unplayable? Yeah, I get it. I forgot Nyambi had infinite text. I remembered the first 2 chunks. 7 primordials banned? Holy crap. The fuck does it do? Some primordials banned? What? Why would that card be banned? People kept... What? It costs 7 mana! Oh, banned commander. Sure, I don't give a shit. That's fine. Okay, that's why I don't know the cards. Yeah, that's true. My face when expecting a satisfactory explanation for something banned in Commander. There is none. Oh, it's a 2/1? Oh, that's cute. Dude. Bye. Bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Sure. What are you gonna do? Discard your land drop? It's fine. I get to draw 2 anyway, so I'll shock this in case I pick up a Bloodbraid Elf, because I would like to be able to cast that this turn. Yeah, we're covered on everything. Sure. What do we got? Don't stop till you get enough. Woo! Oh, that's a good one. It's like Michael Jackson at the beginning of Don't Stop Till You Get Enough Good. Oh my god. What a draw. Yeah, Vegan's got the fucking Exactly. Oh, people were cloning it. Oh, really? How's that Sol Ring legality going? Sol Ring being legal in Commander has got to be like my top thing that is just like offensive about that format. It's just ridiculous. There's no words for what. Just is Commander on the politics list? Maybe it should be. I like slamming Commander though. That's the problem. It's a problem. I enjoy slamming Commander. I have so many problems with the format. So many. It's true. People feel free to hate on Commander all you like here. Yeah, one, it's a casual format people take too seriously. That's a huge problem. Huge problem. Yeah, Lutri is the only... No, Urian is soft banned for some stupid reason. It's not banned. You're just not allowed to make a 120 card deck. Why? You're just not exactly 99 plus your commander. We think it's simpler that way. Literally Mark Rosewater's description of why they're not likely to change it. We just think it's clean. 99 plus 1. What? Where is the person on this planet who's unable to wrap their brain around, like, what the is that? Battle of Wits kind of too? What? No, Mark Rosewater just doesn't like multiplayer Magic, and I quite agree with him. You should have more viewers, most entertaining late night US MTGO streamer. I think most people would say Caleb Durwood, Mary Winter, but if you like what I do, you can always like retweet when I go live. I always tweet it. It just takes time. It just takes time and a little bit of luck. You got to have the right moment where people raid you and etc. One of the commander's best banning was Paradox Engine. Oh, I totally can agree with that. Caleb used to be cool. What happened? Did he get too big? Because his stream is gigantic. Like, I just never go in there because I'm like, I don't want to be part of 1,300 plus people chatting. It's just too big for me. I just can't. I rated him one time. He was super nice about it. That was kind of cool. I didn't expect him to even notice. Like, it was like a 30-person raid, and it's like stream that had like 3,000. No, not 3. But it was like 1,200 plus people who were in there when I rated him, and he commented on it, and I was like, oh, right on. Yeah, exactly, Mary Winter. Well, I'm really, thank you for saying that, because I don't always know when I come online how many people other than Roy really care about what I do here, so it feels good. Yeah, I like playing music too. I love playing music on stream, but I just if I'm gonna put stuff on YouTube, then I can't do that. All right, so am I willing to just trade Wrenn and Six for the Celestial Purge? I think I am. So on their turn 2, they go land. My turn 2, I go Wrenn and Six. They purge it. I get to pick up land. Then I can Fulminator them before they get to the Jace, and maybe they just never get there. All right, we're going to Jund them out. And I got a Thoughtseize follow-up anyway. All right, we got our plan. Yeah, that's probably right, Team Sinso, but... I want the double red, right? Yeah. Also, second Wrenn and Six doesn't suck here. Oh, Hip Hop Anonymous. Thank you. Man, just all the love coming out tonight. I really appreciate that, folks. So do I go Fulminator here, or do I just punch them with double discard? I could always hit them with one discard and then see if I need to go again. So again, I was just followed Wrenn and Six. I don't think top should be legal in Modern. I think top being legal in Modern would be a big mistake, but not because it's too powerful. That is not what I'm saying. Top is just really bad for tournament play, generally speaking. It would even be bad for leagues. I mean, listen, yeah, Lantern is miserable enough when medium players play it, but I mean, and Counterbalance is still legal, right? So, like, oh, well, we're junning them out. And remember, everyone, at this point in the game, what's going to happen is they're going to get some great top decks, and we're going to have to scoop. And we're going to go, oh my god, I can't believe how lucky you got. I knew every card in your hand. Wow. Gotta hit him with the LSP. Oh my glob. Can't even believe it. LSP is a great voice for salty Magic players. It's the perfect one for the scrub command too. Oh my god, you shouldn't even be playing that. The I think you also have to have the person who's like out of breath, who's sitting there playing Magic and they're out of breath from it. You really shouldn't be playing that card. It's not even good in the format right now. It just doesn't complement your strategy. Ah, they found a single piece of counter magic. Oh. Okay, Cryptic is somewhat concerning. I mean, I got another Wrenn and Six. Are they considering bouncing a land? Are you quite mad, opponent? Are they letting it resolve? No. What the hell is happening here? Get your shit together, opponent. What the fuck are you doing over there? Oh, I don't have another red source that I can get with that. Punt, 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 punt. All right. It's probably okay. If they're holding on to Cryptic, though, like, that's fine. Especially with Seasoned Pyromancer and a Wrenn and Six in play. Oh. What? They were pump faking a Cryptic? That's amazing. Good for you, opponent. You got me. Oh, you. You're such a wacky noodle. You goofy goober. What am I gonna do with you, opponent? My goodness. What an adorable human, exactly. Sure, you got it. So, not really gonna work out the way you wanted, but you're not to know that until now. Now you will know the error of your ways. Know then that it is the year of your death. Hey, look, we might get a win on the scoreboard here with Jund. Who'da thunk it? So Merry Winter, it depends on which rental service you go with. I highly recommend Mana Traders. Another way you can help me out is if you do look into Mana Traders, send them an email to their help service line and tell them that I deserve a sponsorship. I'm going to apply for it, and I'm like reasonably close to what they want, but I'm not there yet. Anyway, Mana Traders, You can activate on a weekly basis, I believe. Jund is somewhere in the 600 ticket range right now, so you'd look for a limit that's sort of based on that. So let's go look at mana traders right now. And I think you can do it on a weekly basis. Rent MTGO, view subscriptions. So for premium, which gives you 400 tickets, that would be, it's $35 a month. So you really would have to go with the gold, which is $54 a month, which is $12.50 a week. That gives you 850 rental capacity. And then, so for $54 a month, you could rent Jund, but you could also switch up your deck all the time. Ideally, what you want to do is find, there's a bunch of MTGO subscription services. There's a bunch of them. There's a ton of them. They're not through Wizards, they're through third parties, and they're the reason that people stream. Like, I wouldn't be able to do this at all without it, or not the same way that I do. So yeah, look into mana traders and plug me to them if you actually look into it. Am I keeping this? No, I have a Wrenn and Six. It's like a pretty good hand. We have no information about what they're on. I'll keep it, but it's not great. We got a lot of good draws, though. I think Card Hoarder has a rental service that one of my friends uses. Aha. Omelet, most likely. Well, but you own it when you buy a 600 ticket deck. Also, Magic cards in MTGO are more liquid than paper ones are, which is to say that you lose less value over time, generally speaking, than you would on paper cards. So, like, if you had to resell a deck, you can get like 90 to 95% of the value back a lot of the time. Yes, it's exactly the same as that Merry Winter. It's super convenient. Playing decks online is way more convenient than playing decks in paper. Just across the board. In, like, every possible way. Okay. So, if they play Dryad this turn into another land, we can Edict them with our Liliana. Hopefully... Oh, no Dryad. Good. I guess I get to start picking away at their hand? Works for me. Yeah, it's totally worth it. I mean, you could just play so much Magic on Magic Online. All the better players that I knew in paper, with almost no exception, played a reasonable amount of Magic Online, because it's just impossible to get this number of games on weekdays otherwise. Alright, so hopefully they don't have Garen Brigand to... Okay, they've got Garen Brigand to nothing. This means they almost definitely have Titan next turn. It's almost impossible for me to take them off of it, but not quite, because we've got triple discard this turn. So let's see what we can do. Fuck! Okay, we're just hosed. Great. Although, they go Squad Titan, but they don't... They don't get to keep the Titan. Because I can Edict them. Fuck, I was really hoping they would have a 3-drop or less. Let's get a tap land. Only for the newer sets, Team Sinso. There are specific windows where sets can be redeemed. But yes, that is a thing. Oh, right, they've got the Amulet. Maybe they won't be able to. Yeah, sorry, I forgot how Amulet Titan worked for a half second. Chat is being very distracting tonight. I love you guys, but it's just more distracting than usual. They can't double strike? Yeah, they'd need double Amulet for that, right? Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah, except the thing, Roy, is that it's more important that I interact with people. So I'm not playing for any stakes here. So it's more relevant that they discard the Simic Growth Chamber. That makes sense. So their hand is Valakut and Titan. Okay, well, I guess we'll see where this goes. But if they go for haste, it means they're not going Squad Titan, which means my second Liliana will kill their Titan. You're playing tonight for prime Wagyu beef? How much? Mm-hmm. So Team Sinso, there are lobbies that are like tournament practice. And those are free. You can just go play against other people playing modern decks for free. However, there's no stakes on the match, so sometimes people just concede for no reason if they don't like the deck you're playing. It happens. I wouldn't worry about it, but it happens. And then, yeah, I usually de-stress for between a half hour and an hour, and then I'll go to sleep. It's been getting a little bit later recently, but not too much later. I try not to keep it too late because I want to get up in the morning and work out or run. Like today, I ran 5 miles this morning. It was good. But these aren't even long streams, right? 6-7 hours is not crazy. I'm used to it now. I could talk forever, so. 5 miles seems like too many miles. It's 50 minutes. Yeah, they get to go Squad Titan as well. Goodness gracious. Okay. So they have blue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're just fucked. We can't do anything from here. I'm okay, Roy. If I ever upgrade my home PC, then if I ever upgrade to like an actual PC, then I might be able to more smoothly interact while doing everything else. But yeah, my Discord has a bunch of great people on there. Okay, so let's get these things in here. I think we can cut the bolts probably entirely. And then Kolaghan's command seems really... Oh no, it kills the omelets. Tarmogoyf. Trim. Wrenn and Six. Trim like a Pyromancer? Something like that seems good. I like the Pyromancers, but... Yeah, that's what I'm doing, Last God. But my laptop is 4 years old. I have a laptop with an external monitor and external microphone, but my laptop is from 2017, so it's getting up there. She's getting old. But I use my technology hard. Like I've used it for many hours, basically every single day since I got it. So I'm not upset that it's starting to lose its luster at this point. All right, let's go. Oh, I am Zach. Also, for new people in here, what's up, KO Diamonds? I have a YouTube channel there, which is I'm labeled as my name there, so you can get used to Mana Symbol / Zach that way. Yeah, we'll keep this hand. My laptop does great running Magic Online. Oh man, I own a bunch of decks in paper. A bunch. Too many. I currently have a beautiful 4-color snow control deck sleeved up, like right nearby, which has 4 astrolabes in it. Very upsetting. My 4 German Ice Fang Codals. Double feature, Jund. Why didn't you call it the Grindhouse? Because I'm not that smart. HP Omen with 10570 H 270 super 300 hertz monitor. Yeah, my monitor is not that good. At least my Ice Fangs don't have the... Yeah, that's true. They don't have the new ice frame. Okay, let's see what we're dealing with. Okay. Taking the Dryad, playing Wrenn and Six, shatter the Omelet? No, gotta take the Omelet, otherwise they get turn 2 Dryad? This sucks. Well, they can't play the Impulse on 1. And without the Amulet, their hand really sucks. So we just gotta hope that we draw something relevant against their hand. Because, like, obviously, I can't K-Com the Dryad. K-Com is much, 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 much worse at the rest of the hand. Like, I wanted to keep the K-Com to blow up their Amulet, but it's just not an option with the way their hand is. So, deploy the Implacable Deathgoyf here. Adventurous Impulse was popular in the deck for a hot minute when Dominaria came out. Yep, Goyf's a hungry boy. Fuck, I boarded out my bolts, so Wrenn and Six can't team up with a bolt to kill this freaking thing. But I can't do anything about it anyway, so whatever. Let's not worry about it. Should have done that way. Yeah, maybe I should have gone down that road, Last God. Well, they had the... Oh, yeah. If they don't have a third land, then the Dryad is obviously less exciting. What did they put in hand with the Impulse? Was it a second Titan? No, it couldn't have been. Sorry, I didn't pay enough attention. Oh, they haven't played it yet. Of course. Doi. Yeah, they hit everything perfectly. They have Garen Brigg. All they need to hit is literally any land. And we're fucked. Unless we hit a Thoughtseize, maybe. Yeah, I should have taken the Dryad on that hand. Like, for a bunch of reasons. I don't really know how I talked myself out of it. It's a good hit, though. Puts Celestia Sanctuary in their hand, but without an amulet, this sets them back really far. Plus, we have a K-Com. Alright, things are looking good. Yeah, things are looking good. Hello. Girl! I love I know I've said it before, but I love the pose on Fulminator Mage. Fulminator and bring KO Diamonds with the hot take. I think yeah. Because it would have made my Goyf big enough they would never have blocked it. You're right. You're right. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. It would have made the Goyf big enough that they couldn't block it without losing the Dryad. For some reason, I was thinking for whatever reason, like, oh, maybe they'll block the Dryad and I'll get to K-Calm it down, but that doesn't really make sense. They would never do that anyway. It's an exciting Fulminator play. Endbringer and... yeah, I mean, there's a million reasons why I think I should have taken the Dryad. But... okay. We need another insane draw. We need another one of our best draws. Yeah, Pulse would be really good. It's in the deck. There's one Pulse in the 75, and it is in the deck right now. So, Godspeed, little doodle. That ain't it, deck. That ain't it. God fucking damn it. All right. I mean, what else is there to do here? We attack and then we scoop. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. No worries. And we would have gotten rocked by the Dryad, by taking the Dryad. Not that it makes that play wrong, but we would have got rocked by taking the Dryad. So it looks like we might be primed for another 3-2 into 2-3. This is exactly what we hit yesterday. Seems Modern is back to its good old character of being absolutely insane nonstop. All right, let's do it up. I hate Amulet a lot, Freed. I hate Amulet so much. It's ridiculous. I never want to play it. I can't do it. It's like Storm. I just can't imagine myself playing that deck. It's just too perfectly tuned in. Like, there's just no... I just don't feel like there's anything interesting to do with that deck. And I don't find it fun to play a deck that can just be like, oops, turn 2, I killed you. Oh, man. Sorry. Jeez, oh, man. I don't know what happened. Like, I just don't think I could look my opponent in the face in paper if I killed him on turn 2. Yeah, it's very similar to Tron. It's obviously a lot more complicated to sequence, but... yeah, that's the other thing, too. Like, I guess I just have this sour taste in my mouth and the idea of someone... yeah, someone being, like, new and just killing them like that. Just, I don't know. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The decks that I enjoy traditionally give my opponent a lot of... I don't know, like, warning, I guess, is like, I'm going to kill you, and the thing I'm going to kill you with, you're going to see it coming for, 10 turns, and it's going to kill you. But how I'm going to angle the game and protect it and rally for position. That's what you don't know. Right. They're a puzzle, but they're a puzzle. It's like every turn you could kill them, which is not the kind of puzzle I want to play with necessarily. Yeah, control. Exactly. I want to play control. Or like grindy mid-range decks like Jund. Even Jund is a little bit aggressive for my tastes, generally speaking. Like, it could be right to just deploy this Tarmogoyf here, right? My gut instinct is you never don't play Wrenn and Six here, but I'm convinced they have black removal spells, so I feel like Wrenn and Six is, like, just guaranteed pain for them. First learning magic in high school, this story happens right around New Phyrexia. Someone notices I had magic cards in the cafeteria, so I want to play a game. I'm all excited, and I say, sure, whipping out my kitchen table black-green deck only to learn about Tron lands. Sure! I mean, that's the thing that happens, but you weren't playing the same format, right? You weren't playing by any rules there. You were playing schoolyard rules. Hey! Lana Bear X. You recently followed me, human being. Thanks for the follow, and thanks for the raid. Seem like top quality individual. They're playing Cling to Dust? What am I against here? They're playing Bauble, so they're probably playing main deck Lurrus? Are they playing like some Lurrus Jund list? I would guess. Ah, I see. The shadow appears. No, this'll be Shadow Roy. I wouldn't put money on it, but and certainly not with you. Boomer versus Doomer? Well, they're playing Traverse. I don't know if Doom's list plays that. Wow. Whoo, kidoki. I think I'm taking the KCOM. I don't actually have a way to... They're not a Lurrus deck, right? Well, they're not Lurrus as a companion, but they could be playing a one of Lurrus in their deck, or they're just playing Bauble for the Shadows and the Goyfs. Gamble with yourself, play Gamble Legacy. So Lance? Lance doesn't even play Gamble anymore, though. I think I'm taking this Kolaghan's Command, and then I think I'm going to go Goyf this turn, into Seasoned Pyro next turn, or Bloodbraid. I suppose taking a Shadow makes their game a lot slower, whereas they could just go double Shadow this turn. Yeah, we'll play the Bloodbraid first, for sure. I'm just concerned about the fact that I have no removal for these Shadows. So I feel like I'm supposed to take one now because they won't be able to deploy double Shadow next turn. Yeah. Thanks for the follow, Zelot. I think we take a Shadow here. That's what I'm going to go with. Take a Shadow, deploy a Goyf, and see what they do with their turn. So what was Lanabear X up to, folks? Let's hear some tales of Modern, as ours have not been totally uplifting. I think my Wrenn and Six or my Tarmogoyf is about to eat an Abrupt Decay. I would assume the Goyf. Yes, yeah. And how many KCOMs, because you can KCOM your Bloodbraid, which is big value. Oh, of course, they had the Terminate, too. Yeah. So they can save the Abrupt Decay from my Wrenn and Six. Oh, they could go Shadow plus Decay here, which would be obviously very, very efficient. But if they do that, I could play Pyromancer Thoughtseize, but obviously I would prefer to play the Bloodbraid, but I think Thoughtseizing their KCOM is probably really valuable. I'm not sure people are right if they're saying I should Bloodbraid this turn 100%. I don't think that's true. Because Pyromancer puts a token into play for me. Two tokens into play for me. We know what's in their hand except for one card. So they played the Terminate. They have Abrupt Decay, KCOM, and another Shadow. So right now, the card that they're holding on to that they can play is Abrupt Decay. Obviously, Bloodbraid dodges that, but doesn't dodge the KCOM. So, but I can Inquisition their KCOM, then play Seasoned Pyro and put two tokens into play, and assume a very defensive posture, and then just grind out, because I'm going up a bunch of cards that way. This is the line I'm taking. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but that's what we're going to do, all right? Pretty sure Wrenn is eating the decay if you fetch. Sure. I don't mind that. I mean, there was no way I could get the Wrenn and Six to dodge the thing now, so... I've activated the decay? Not necessarily. Oh, sorry. The other Death Shadow's in their graveyard, so if I take... You're right. So if I take the K command from them, they won't have it. Right. Sorry. I've just too many things going on for me to keep track of it. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. All right. Bolt. That's fine. Yeah, I like our position a lot from here. We just have infinite chump blockers from this point. Boom. Not only is the play fine, but my discard spell took away one of their 2-for-1s. That was a huge deal. And the mana hurts. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, certainly could have been less painful, but... Oh, are they bold? No, opponent cannot block cowards. Opponent admits they are unable to block cowards. Hello. What do you have here, opponent? Is there a bolt heading at your own head? What say you? Bolt plus land? Do you think so? Could be. If it was any land in their deck, you don't think they would play it to make their shadow big enough to dodge a bolt? I don't know about that one, Mike. They didn't need to pad their hand for Liliana, because the other card is a bolt. Also, Liliana would edict their shadow, so... Land doesn't make any sense to me. It could be, but it doesn't make any sense to me. Paying costs. Dismember. Sure. This Fatal Push is all of a sudden very relevant. Yeah. Hey, look, I got 2 elementals. And bolt yourself? No, they couldn't bolt themselves here. That would be insane. Yeah, there we go. Good. All right, fine. Fine. Are you saying I'm OP or that I am the opponent? Because I'm pretty sure I'm not the opponent, but I might be. Wait, am I my own worst opponent? Probably. The opponent was in us all along. Maybe the opponent was the games we lost to Tron along the way. All right, Bolt off the top. Bloodbraid. They fetch in response? Holy crap, what is that? Do you want to die? I mean, they're a Death Shadow player, so I guess so. What are they playing out of their graveyard that I don't know about? Oh, they've got a Cling. Of course they do. They're going to Cling my Seasoned Pyro and gain 3 life. All right, fair enough. Yep. Oh, we still going, Mord. We still going. Heh. Well, that was almost a great draw. Second Bolt? Nope. Oh, I'm not even... Yeah, this is not even a long stream. Thoughtseize? Thoughtseize. Problem is they've got Clings for days. Yeah, that's frustrating. Didn't count on the Cling coming out. Yeah, there's just been a lot of great back and forth with people in the chat, so I think it's been a very active stream. We had what 1 2 3 4 5 6 follows. Good lord, it's a lot. I'd like everyone who is fresh and new that I do have a YouTube channel. Are we playing another league? No, I might play some Silvergack. I do have a YouTube channel. All of my leagues tend to go up there, so if you're interested in seeing tons and tons and tons of money, I would need money to run another league, all right? Cash money. All right, do they eat a creature or do they eat a card to draw? That's the question I have here. Also, I think they're probably... How much? I don't know. It depends on the deck, too. I'm not going to play anything that has very, very long games. They're eating a push, sure. I'm actually happier that they're doing that than gaining life at this point. Yeah, the coffee beans don't do it more, but I'm not. Yeah, I know, Mike. I know. We'll play some Silvergack. We'll play test some Silvergack when I'm done here. I'll start showing the deck on stream. I would like to get some feedback on it, so maybe people have some crazy ideas for Modern. What's a Silvergack? You're gonna see. You're gonna see. A nickel. Thanks, buddy. That's an American nickel. That's like a whole Canadian dollar. Beat a really bad blue-red player. Nice. You like to see it. So, do I go past the turn and let them die when they go to cast the Cling? I think so. I can't imagine that they wouldn't choose to play the Cling here. I know I could have played the Seasoned Pyro, but that would have forced me to discard the Bolt or cast the Bolt. They would Cling in response. And yes, we could end up way ahead by doing that. The only problem I have with this line is they're so low on card types in their graveyard, they just might choose not to play the Cling. They chose not to play the Cling. They didn't take the bait. It's because they're on a Delirium deck and they don't want to lose their card types. Because losing Traverse as outs to... Motherfucker. I mean, this works okay, but... I mean, this kind of gets them coming and going because now they have to cling in response, and I put 3 power into play. It works. I'm just not. I know. I just wanted to get them so good. No. It's fine. I get it. I just wanted to get them and have it be nice and clean and over with. This theoretically opens up more avenues for us to screw up and die. Does it? Is that possible? Probably not. But I just don't love being in the position where it's like, we could have had an easy win there at the end of turn if they had done everything like they should have. And the one turn they chose not to was when I actually had the lethal. Although that was the first turn where they were at 3, so maybe they knew that and they were playing around it because they're intelligent. I just want my clean, easy win sometimes, you know? Sometimes it would be nice just to get the win. Get that W. Yeah, the fact that this taps them down basically cuts them entirely off of ways that they could win this, so. Yeah, okay, kills them, exactly. Uh-huh. Boy, opponent, you sure are clever. Did they not already play a land this turn? Oh, maybe they didn't. Are you guys ready for the concession when the Inquisition resolves? I know I am. Let me upload something close to the Silvergak list on Scryfall so you guys can take a look at it. No, not Scryfall. Stream Decker. Other S-named Magic website. Opponent doesn't concede. Opponent still doesn't concede. Opponent has spent 12 minutes on game 1 as Shadow. Are we playing on the Pro Tour here? Jesus. Alright, those are out. One of those is out. And then I think that's right. So the list I'm sharing is not exactly accurate to what I'm working on, but Stream Dicker. Fun fact. So I worked on cruise ships for 4 years. I think Spellbombs are worth it. I just don't know what else. I kind of want Plague Engineer, but they have like infinite removal. I feel like our main deck setup is mostly just fantastic in this matchup. Things I want to do... I don't think I want to play Ashiok because it's just too slow. It's just... And it doesn't rebuy a card. This is the new Surgical Extraction. What I mean by that is there's a ton of matchups where people think this card is relevant. But because it doesn't replace itself, and even worse, because it's very slow compared to Surgical... There's just going to be a lot of times where it just doesn't do anything and you lose anyway. But when you do win, it tends to be like super fun. So a lot of people just keep sideboarding it overly aggressively. Stream Deck is just KCI. Oh, it's not just KCI, friend. At least Cleansing Wildfire draws a card, though. Like, Cleansing Wildfire has a lot more play to it than Ashiok does. Ashiok just hoses people harder by accident. It's like, oh no, you... Yeah, exactly. I think we can take out Thoughtseizes. This deck hurts your brain. It's going to hurt your brain even more to see it played. I kind of want to take a Bloodbraid out, but I know Roy said that Josh said, and I trust Josh's judgment. I like everything that's in our list here. I guess K-Com is the closest thing that's not good, but Maybe it's just a bolt, but I like having the reach against Shadow. Shave bolt. I like having the reach a lot. Like a lot. Yeah. Well, like, Goyf is big early. I'm gonna cut a Goyf. No, I'm gonna cut a Wrenn and Six. I'm cutting a Wrenn and Six. You rather cut a discard spell? Yeah, I get that. Good hand, let's go. Who's a good Titan? Just you are. Just you are. You're such a good Titan. You big, beautiful boy. Such a good boy. Such a good boy. I usually believe keeping a meh 7. As long as it's not like actively poor, I think it's okay to keep a meh 7. But Roy generally seems to disagree with me. But it depends on what your deck is playing too. Who's grosser to look at? Uro or Kroxa? I mean, there's no contest. Is that a serious question? That's not a serious question, Mike. Come on now. It's not a serious question. Get out of here. I guess I cut myself off of turn 3 Liliana with this, but I'm okay with that. Oh, also, for people who play Arena especially, at least in the collection screen, what a wonderful cost, or like, what is it, quality of life improvement it would be. And it's just because they did this in the terrible game that was Artifact, but in Artifact, they had voice actors reading the flavor text of every single card. And they didn't have to fit the flavor text on the cards. So some of these were like speeches that were like a minute long. And being who I am, I just adored that. So big pitch for big pitch for Magic. All right. It was awesome. Ooh, those are good top decks. I like all the things I'm seeing. Bad hand calls Spyro. Is your Jund hand looking a little lackluster? What is the thing that Grandpa says? Oh, what is Grandpa's speech? There you go. Step right up, folks, and witness the magnificent medicinal miracle of Simpsons and Sons patented revitalizing tonic. Put some ardor in your larder with our energizing, moisturizing, tantalizing, romanticizing, surprising, herprising, revitalizing tonic. Good lord. Put some ardor in your larder was what I was looking for. You can put old Rover to bed because man has a new best friend with Simpsons and Sons Revitalizing Tonic. Ah, just A+. Unfreaking real. All right. We'll do this thing. We'll do this thing. We'll do this thing. It's piss. It's not piss, it's musk. It's musk, sir. And I'll thank you not to... Seriously? Why, what? Who made you like this, opponent? I just want to know who made you like this. I think I'm going to edict them. You know what? I was going to cast a Seasoned Pyromancer. No, I mean it. I was. And we were going to have a nice back and forth. But just for that, I'm going to edict you. Let's see their, let's see the, Veil. Whew, all right. Bustin'. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Yeah, that's the fluffy. I could set up a point redemption that plays that sound clip, Roy. I do feel like that would be a good direction to go with the bean redemptions. Are you aware you're playing a Death Shadow deck? I should be dead by now. But alright. Fluffy does have some good emotes. Oh, opponent. Oh, opponent. Are you excited for this? I know I am. And you know who's coming to town next turn? Kroxa. He's making a list. He's checking it twice. He's gonna find out who he's gonna kill in cold blood. Also, my Wrenn and Six is about to go off. We could just bolt them to death at that point. We found the good matchup for Jund. Jund Death's Shadow with Terminates. Well, I mean, we'll see Last God. We'll see what options they present us with. Because they do have a Cling. So if they keep all their mana up, they could Cling to stay alive. Also, they could Cling my Kroxa right now. But they're kind of compelled to because it's really easy for me to escape it. Like, I've got a fetch land in play. So I think they're just hosed no matter what they do. And the question is, how would they like to die? You're going to K-Calm my Wrenn and Six? Yeah, it's possible. They have a Goyf in their hand. I know one of their out of sheer desperation. That's possible, but then they can't stop me from getting Kroxa back, and then they're screwed. Yeah, this is cling the Kroxa is what is happening here. It's in Revelations, people! do, do do, do do. Cats and dogs living together. Mass hysteria. So I can't quite quadruple bolt them, but damn close. So at the end of their turn, I can go bolt. So I'm just gonna discard Seasoned Pyro here. At the end of their turn, I go bolt. No, sorry. At the end of their turn, I bolt them exactly once. And the reason we bolt them exactly once is because if they want to keep up all their mana and try to cling, then I can just pull it out in response to the cling. And then we just kill them that way. We're just going to kill them with bolt from here on out. Because realistically, there's just nothing they can do about it. The closest thing they can do is kill my Wrenn and Six, but that just leaves them dead to all the bolts that are coming at their face now. I guess they could have another cling, but that still wouldn't really save them. Okay. Cycle Street Raid. Alright. That's a choice. I see. Deploy Death Shadow and Tarmogoyf. Uh-huh. Mana for the Seasoned Pyro? No. I don't need it. They're dead. They're super duper ultra mega dead. They're so dead, it's not even... One lightning bolt later. So many lightning bolts later that they had to fire the original narrator and hire a new one. So the original narrator quit. That's the line there. So many lightning bolts later that the original narrator quit and they had to hire a new one. One bolt. Sure looks like 5 bolts to me. I tell ya. That's a lot of bolt. I'm not talking out of school here, but I think it's a lot of bolt. Blackcleave bolt. Oh.
It's all over, people. We don't have a prayer.
Oh yeah, Wrenn and Six's ultimate is busted. It's so freaking good. Doing that with lightning helixes in Niv Mizzet is just like my favorite thing on the planet. So yeah, classic Jund. More powerful than the Zoomer Jund, but not necessarily better. Yeah, we went 3-2 and 2-3. Obviously with this one we did have a worse record, but it felt pretty good. Sideboard seems a little light for land hate, but maybe it just can't be better. So, not entirely sure what exactly we're supposed to do, but Rocky Horror is fantastic. So, more Rocky Horror references anytime are great. Yeah, I don't really have any feedback on this list other than I think this is like basically exactly what I want to play if I was playing a lot of Jund. How good was Lily during the leagues? It was fine. It was definitely part of beating that blue-white nonsense deck. Surprised there's not more trophies. Yeah, there's a distinct lack of trophies. Literally 0 in the 75. No Abrupt Decays either. Without more ways to attack lands, I don't love it. I would love some Field of Ruins if I was going to play Assassin's Trophy. I love playing Field of Ruin and Wrenn and Six, but I understand, like, that gives you much worse game against a lot of the aggressive decks. It makes your mana a lot more sketchy. But maybe. Probably want more basics. They never play Trophy? Yeah. That's because I think the idea with this version of Jund is you just want to get them dead. And you have exceptional ability to grind with the 3 Seasoned Pyromancers and 2k commands in the main deck. Because, like, I remember a time, like, before Seasoned Pyromancer was printed, and I remember there were times where they were playing as few as 1k comms and 0 Maelstrom Pulse. And, like, 1 or 2 Abrupt Decays, 1 or 2 trophies. But Maelstrom Pulse could have been super clutch in a bunch of places for us. We just didn't draw it. If I had navigated against Titan better, we still would have lost. Because we sort of had that forking decision with the discard. It's just, this is your classic 3-2 deck. It's all sort of 51-49, 49-51% win rate matchups, except for Tron is a little mediocre, and so is Titan, but then some of the small aggressive decks are easy. Play 1 Decay, 1 Terminate, or 3rd Pyro. The 3 part. I don't really like Terminate in this meta at all. Was I content with no Bobs? Absolutely. In this version, yes. In the other version, I was really happy with the Bobs. Because you gotta like look at how many 3s and 4s there are in this deck. I would not want to play Bob right now. Yeah, Decay is a good card. I don't like Terminate, but I like Decay. I could see Decay being played in this deck. There's a bunch of Decays in the Niv deck that won on Saturday. So this one. So I could see Abrupt Decay being more playable. Nice. Sultai Ninja Fae. I like it. I like it a lot. I find your lack of Bitter Blossoms disturbing, but not questionable. Are you playing 4 Spellstutter sprites with 0 other fairies? Not even Mutavault. Wow. That's a bold claim to the playability of Spellstutter sprite. I mean, I love it, but I... Counter 1 CM3, I guess. 1 or 0. Yeah, I mean, the Deglamer Unravel split, I mean, I love it. Just in terms of, like, theoretically. You know, could be relevant. I understand they're flash flyers, but they're also 1/1s for 2. I mean, that's not really where you want to be in the modern format that we're playing right now. All right, so
Meanwhile,
Classic Jund, we're all done here, but people who are hanging out live are going to play a little bit of Ancient Silvergak, so stick around for that. And if you're there in the future, keep an eye out for that deck. Hope you've enjoyed Jund.